All right, we are live. I don't have to make an excuse for you.
Woo, talk about some timing. My goodness.
Woo! You came in at 15 seconds left. Now, y'all, Mark had told me he had messaged me earlier. He said, "Man, I'm going to be about 10 minutes late," and I was like, "Yeah, no problem." I gave him a thumbs up. I was going to handle it, but hey, you're here, and we didn't have time to talk backstage. So what I'm about to ask you is not rhetorical for the audience.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
I'm going to start off with a little bit of Andalusia,
All right. Okay.
which is a straight single malt whiskey, bottled in bond product here. And I done tore the cork out of it. Oh,
Oh
shoot.
no.
And it's
Well,
one of those dang old fake corks.
oh man, you gonna have to use your teeth on that one. Well, why you get that
I
lid off
got it.
there? All
I
right.
got it.
I'm sipping on Stellum, the Lyra, uh,
Okay.
and this is a blend, but it's a cast strength single barrel
All
on
right.
here. So they blend it in the barrel, to the barrel, and then let it age a little bit. But uh, it is medium amber on there. But man, it's tasty. It's really tasty. Oh, that's
This
dark.
one's
Yeah.
pretty dark. And in an Andalusia glass, too, nonetheless.
Mm. Of
Oh,
course,
it's.
I'm using that bourbon bounty glass there.
I get in trouble using that one. The my eyeball pour is just a little bit heavy on the bourbon bounty glass.
A little heavy. Yeah, that's hey. When I'm there, we won't care about how heavy the pours are.
There you
Now
go.
this one here is 116.44 proof, so it's not a knock your socks off. One
Yeah,
120 or anything,
let's
but
see. What do I
at
got?
least it's up there, pretty good.
I'm starting off with that Andalusia, then go maybe a little bit of that,
Oh, you know what? You know what? I read your mind, man. That's my second bourbon.
and then I'm gonna go with something that you ain't got yet.
That's right. Don't
This
make
is
me
the
pull off my Don't make
this
me pull off my top shelf now.
this is the straight rye whiskey. Oh, this is just it's only a 2 year old product,
Yeah.
but
No, the
dang, is it tasty? Oh my goodness.
so I already posted a hashtag down there tonight is
Oh,
timeout.com's top 10 funniest comedy films of all time.
nice. Mighty Python, one of my favorites.
Yeah, the thumbnail I put up there was the happy mask, the comedy drama masks, and I put the
Oh
comedy
yeah.
mask on the thumbnail. So that is tonight's top 10 list. And if you don't know what the top 10s are for, about every 10 minutes during the show, we spin for entries to the quarterly drawing. The first five, you get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. The next four, which is 5, 4, 3, and 2, you get off the top 10 list, you get 15. And the number one pick of the night, you get 20 entries to the quarterly drawing if the wheel or the StreamYard giveaway tool lands on you. At 8 p.m., all you have to do in any form or fashion is type the words "put me in the chat. I'll write your name down. You get 5 free entries to the quarterly drawing. What are we playing for? We are playing for a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a Bourbon Bounty crystal logo etched glass, and a virtual private tasting with me, where I will walk you through how to use the nosing kit and do the reveal of bourbons A, B, and C. Important to note about bourbons A, B, and C, I try to pick one I consider a starter bourbon, beginner bourbon, and then an intermediate bourbon, and then an advanced bourbon. So that
Okay.
advanced one, you're going to get an explosion of notes and all of that. So
There you go.
there we go. Second prize. Second prize, you get the
Yep.
glass and 2 ounces of anything on the shelf. Third prize, you get the glass. So last time, you won a nosing kit.
Yeah.
And since I'm
Surprising.
coming out there, I'm going to bring it with me.
Saves you on the shipping.
That's right. I had to order. I am about now. If y'all haven't heard, first time ever in the history of ever, I had so much trouble sending a top prize out to Art by Sparkle.
Hmm.
I had ran out of ingredients. There was one ingredient in particular I had to order because it's that time of year. They're not in bloom. I had to get more rose oil, and it takes a while to come in the mail. So I finally got the rose oil in. I was able to activate the kit. or to put it in the jar. And I'm sending it to her from now on. I'm sending these out what I call unactivated. So all you have to do is buy the cheapest bottle of vodka you can find, which you can get 750 milliliters for like $5. Put one capful in each one of the things, put the lid back on it, set it on a shelf, come back 3 or 4 days later, and you'll start getting the nose. The longer they sit there, the better they do. It's like extract. It's extracting the oils out. Yeah.
Does it make a difference what proof alcohol you put in it as far
I
as
use
vodka
80.
goes?
I use
80?
80. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't get. I guess if you use like 100 or more, you would get more ethanol out of
You're
it.
going to get more of an ethanol kick, but the 80 proof will give you, especially on that cheap vodka, you're going to get a little ethanol kick anyway.
Yeah.
But that's how they're activated. I mean, anybody can make these at home. It's just the fact that finding all the ingredients and collecting all that up. And I have a box that I keep that, like, I buy licorice candy and I keep the stuff sealed. I buy dried fruits. I buy, those things. And I use a little of them in there. Chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, things you can get at the grocery store, baking
Your old
section.
your old boots for the leather note.
No, I actually had an old belt. It was a
There you go.
woven belt with leather, intertwined all through
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
and it broke on me.
Mhm.
And so I just keep cutting the little snippets of all of those braids off there.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Yeah,
and if I run out of that, I'll buy a new belt just to use for the nose and kids or something.
oh, there you go, Sugar Kitty. The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Mm.
There were so
Wow,
many good one-liners in that movie. Holy
oh
crap.
yeah, absolutely,
So many.
man. I'm pretty excited about. I haven't had Wild Turkey 101 in a while.
Yeah.
I just kind of skip it on my shelf, and I go to the Russell's
Well,
Reserve and things.
yeah, there's not a whole lot of notes to it,
No,
but it's a good, easy daily sipper, and it's dang sure cheap enough.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I think they've changed it just a little bit since they changed from the old, well, like that style label. They changed
Oh
from that
yeah,
label to the newer one that doesn't
yeah.
really have a label so much. Yeah, I think
I
those
mean,
they're good. The older stuff was
yeah.
a little bit better. The newer stuff, I think, just for me, is a little sweeter. It comes off a
Mm,
little lighter and a little sweeter.
yeah, probably. Whack. Yeah,
Yeah, those are with the board to the head.
yeah. Man, I used to
Yes.
watch a Monty Python. Now there's another Monty Python coming up down the list, but we'll get there after a while.
Yeah. I hope Blazing Saddles is on there.
It's not. Well, again,
Dang.
don't shoot the messenger. This is timeout.com's top 10 list, not mine.
Ah, well.
Fulton Perez. Okay, let me shout out some folks in the chat here.
Right now.
We have, Lori's here. Crazy Ann,
Oh,
Art
crazy.
by Sparkle, Sugar Kitty RB, a Whiskey Food Dude, Jimmy's Random Content, Big Daddy H is in the house, and Mr.
Look,
Fulton
it's a
Perez.
delay.
So, all
My wife's
righty.
watching. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"How are you going? I can see you on the screen right here." I'm like, "Well, there's a short delay from
Little delay. Yeah.
what we can see and what shows up on YouTube." I had to run in and get a charger. My iPad's down to 18%.
Uh-oh. There
Yeah.
you go. Well, so yeah, you were running behind today. I was all well. I wasn't. I was already had a bunch of stuff edited, kind of ready to go, but I had to do some final touches on it and everything. I posted a bunch of stuff out today before I got started here. So yeah, we have a series going, and you're a part of it, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Banal Bourbon is an animated series that we are releasing every Wednesday as a short. So each episode is 1 minute or less long. And it's talking bourbon bottles and a Glencairn glass and a rocks glass coming up soon. With the rocks glass, that was a newly added character. But yeah, we're doing season 1 right now. Every 3 weeks, I will take the 1 minute videos that were released as shorts, combine them together, and release them as a 3 to 4 minute video. I put a little intro thing, about three and a half minutes long, maybe just over 3 minutes. So you can watch all 3 episodes in a row. If you don't, because you're not going to be notified when, and Jimmy is Bull in that episode, in that series.
Hey there, Jimmy, Big Daddy, and Crazy H.
There's a lot of work goes into those things. A lot of work. It takes me about 3 hours to do a 1 minute episode. So,
dang. I got to send you some more stuff pretty soon. Hopefully I can get that done and knocked out tonight.
Yeah. And what I really need from you is, well, if you can give me more than one, I need episode 4, because I've already put episode 7 out there, and I am, episode 4 is the only incomplete one in between. So, but I'm trying to get ahead too. I am trying to, because I'm going to go on this road trip, and I don't want to be working a lot on that. So I'm trying to get as many episodes as I can done before the end of next month. And that way I'll have several weeks already scheduled out, and I won't have to worry about it. So
just hit the release button on it, basically.
Right. And my voice is still kind of low right now. I really overworked my voice earlier trying to do a cinematic voiceover on a promo video where you have to talk like this. And then I did the effects on it to make it boom and all of that. In a town, that type of thing.
In a town. Far off galaxy.
Yeah. So, but we are almost ready to spin this one. But yeah, the top 10 list, and then we'll get into more stuff. I did send out a request to have someone come on the show as a guest. The schedules are really hard for this person, so I'm trying to leave some things open right now. So we may just not have a guest for a little while because I'm trying to leave it open, because if he can do it, I want to make sure I'm open that night so that he can come in.
Exactly, Paul. I mean, I don't know why people would be hunting for the Buffalo Trace compared to the Wild Turkey 101. I mean,
Right.
The Buffalo Trace is okay, but for my palate, it's really light and pretty low on the proof.
Yeah, 101 is 101.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it used to be 101 at 8 years old.
Yeah.
But they dropped the age statement on it. I don't know how many years ago now, but.
All right. Well, we are about. I'm going to go ahead and share this out, and let's spin this thing here.
Yes, sir.
Giveaway tool. There it is. Boom. Good luck, everybody. There's only 6 on the wheel. 2 of them are me. That means there's only 4 people.
Oh, dang. No.
On the wheel. People didn't get there. Oh, Jimmy. All right. Okay. Jimmy's random.
We got 12 in chat. Way to go, Jimmy.
All right. His confetti has died down, so let me go ahead and set up this next one here. And it's also worth 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. Now, this is an older one.
Mongo like candy. That's too bad that one's not on there, though. I think we need to revise your list next time when you go to this top 10 list.
You know what?
And just add in our own here and there.
Well, we could come up with our own top 10s.
Oh, yeah.
But we need to do that ahead of time. Because, honestly, Groucho Marx, I mean, it's 1933.
Yeah. That's what Duck Soup is? Groucho Marx? I don't remember that one.
No.
I mean, I wasn't born till like late 60s, so
Well, it was all 3 of the Marx Brothers doing it, so it was there. I guess they were very popular for their day.
Or how about Three Stooges?
Well, these were movies, so I mean, I know they did do a movie or two, but they were best known for short sitcom type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Mayberry? Oh, there's my alarm going off. Oh, crap. Let me get my phone out. See how prepared I was? There we go.
Yep. Be telling you I was gonna be late, threw you off too.
Well, yeah, I was like, well, if I'm going to sit here, I'm just going to watch a couple of YouTube things or something, you know? I forgot to get my phone out.
Hey
All
there,
right, but
Fulton.
oh, did I do the next one yet? Oh yeah, duck
Yeah,
soup,
duck soup.
duck soup. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, it's so uneventful. I forgot I even posted it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You
Of
know what
course, and again,
could?
I'm not really the biggest movie buff anyway, so you know.
Yeah, and I will tell you one thing that Monty Python had an apostrophe S in it, so I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know
Oh,
if anyone got it wrong or whatever. But I don't see a lot in there, so um, maybe they all got in. But like I said, this one's easy. And if you miss one, don't worry, we got another one coming right up. So
there you go. And they just gaining points.
that's right. Man, this Stellum is really good. There's a lot of vanilla that comes out in it, but there's
Mhm.
some good notes under that as well.
I haven't tried that one yet. I do have a few different ones for when you get down here that I get around here that you probably don't ever see, so you can try.
Right. Now, they don't say this is bottled by. They don't really say, but it's a blend of straight bourbons.
Hmm.
Oh, they do. It's MGP juice, but
Oh,
it's bottled, aged, and blended and bottled in Kentucky.
gotcha.
I still like Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered though.
Oh yeah, me too. That's good stuff right there. That old smoke wagon. That's what I had. My friend um, Glenda. She has a kiln and she does. Um, she slumps glass and whatnot. So I
Hmm.
had her slump that bottle into a cigar ashtray for me.
Oh yeah,
We,
yeah. I saw that. Yeah, you showed me that when you were in the. Uh, I think you were in the garage when you showed me that.
maybe. I've got it out here, but
Yeah,
yeah, it turned out really good.
yeah, yeah. It looked great. Yeah, I'm trying to get. I'm wanting to eventually. I'm saving all the bottles. I want to cut glass, and I want to. I have a tool that I can polish the top edge.
Hmm.
Because when it cuts, it's going to make a razor cut all flat, and
Yeah.
I need to round the glass off at the top so it'll make a drinking glass.
Hmm.
Last thing I want to do is give somebody something that's going to slice their lip.
For
Uh,
sure.
but I have a Dremel tool with the attachment, and I can across there,
Yeah.
polish it up real good. But I want to take the
Sweet.
Bourbon County Stout bottles,
Oh.
and but I have to be able to cut them perfect. I want it
Yep.
very smooth, and then I'm going to take the tops of them with the paper on top with the little flap,
Hmm.
and I'm going to take a round marble, put some Gorilla Glue down, and glue it down onto that, and call it a paperweight pen holder. You can put an ink pen in the top of it,
Oh, okay. Be
or
nifty.
you can do with it whatever you want. But that, and I would sell them as a set where you get the bottom to drink out of, and then the top.
Well, if you haven't got a mason jar replacement for that
Oh,
mug that I sent you, then when you come down here, I'll give you another
there
mason
you
jar.
go. Yeah, man. I'll tell you. I'll tell
Oh,
you.
hey, but if that's the only thing it broke in shipping,
Yeah.
that's good.
And I
Because
will tell you the problem is I don't really go shopping that much. Most of the stuff I buy is at the grocery store, and they don't
mhm,
have the right size jar.
yeah, the
Uh,
wide mouth.
right. So I have to go to Walmart, and man, that's to me.
Yep,
I'd rather be hit with barbed wire than that.
I'm with you. I banned Walmart years ago. You know,
Yeah.
I don't go into Walmart for anything unless it's a dire need and I'm stranded on the side of the road or something like that.
Well, and there's a lot of people that don't have that option, but I go to Target or I buy it from the grocery store. That's my thing.
Yep. Hey there, hanging AZ. How you doing?
Hanging AZ.
Jerry J
Whiskey
too snuck in
Voodoo.
there.
All right. So
Oh, Stellum Blue Bourbon is a blend of Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee bourbons. Oh, okay.
yeah, this is the Lyra. Now this bottle absolutely says distilled in Indiana
Mm-hmm.
on it. So
Oh,
it
so that's straight up
says
MGP.
it. Straight up says it. Yeah. Um, and but it does say it's a cast strength straight bourbon. Well, no, this actually doesn't say it's a blend. It's a single barrel bourbon, cast strength straight bourbon whiskey. It's a single barrel K2 Lyra, 116. Well, this one's 116.44. It's just what the barrel was. Distilled in Indiana is what this one says. So there's other
Gotcha.
Stellums, but that's the Lyra.
Hmm. I gotcha.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Oh, dang, RB. You passed right in front of my house down the toll road. I
Yeah.
can see, uh, well, I can't see Tesla from here. It's 5 miles or so up the road, but he passed right in front of my house
Mm.
coming back from San Antonio.
He
No, Corpus.
probably saw your house. He just wasn't, didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my house is a really cool from that road. The field going down the hill toward that road, it's all completely covered in bluebonnets right now. There's like
Mm.
acres of bluebonnets. So the whole house looks like it's a big blue carpet coming up to there. There's the house on top of the hill.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking. All right.
Yeah, just want to make sure you didn't. Oh, did I? Was that the one with the joke?
Ahoy,
Ahoy,
Groovy.
Groovy. Did my joke win? Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Probably.
What joke?
Oh, I was on Independent Joe's and they were voting on best joke, and it's hard to come up with a joke that you can type in 200 characters.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I told the shortest joke I know,
All
which
right.
was Tonto and Lone Ranger riding across the desert. Tonto puts his head to the ground and says, "Buffalo come." And Lone Ranger asked, "How do you know?" He said, "Face sticky."
Nice one. Cheers to that one. I don't remember a whole lot of jokes, but there was this one joke I do remember. There's these two drunks walking down the street. Oh no, it's one drunk. He's walking down the street. He's got 1 foot on the curb, 1 foot on the street, 1 foot on the curb, 1 foot on the street. Cop pulls up and says, "Hey, you drunk?" He says, "Thank God, thought I was crippled."
All right, there we go. Yeah, so
Well, Whiskey
that
Food
was
Dude
fun.
Paul says you won.
Yeah, I had to drop before it was over with. I have to go to bed so I can get up and go to work.
Yep,
They it's
definitely
crap
RB.
where they expect me to earn the money I make. I don't understand, but I do it anyway.
Yep, RB's right. The Blue Bonnets are just bonkers this year for some reason down here in Texas.
Mm.
The Elvis and Roy Orbison tattoo joke.
Oh yeah, I already spun the first one.
Hmm.
We are on the second one, and now that you mention it, it's about time to spin it.
We're
So
pretty
let me go
close.
ahead and share the screen. I'm sure the alarm will hit us soon. We are on Duck Soup right now, and there's 13 entries. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. For 10 entries to the quarterly drawing, who will it land on? Jerry
Jerry
J.
J.
You know, Jerry J hasn't won one of these in a little while. This is good here. Let the confetti die down and stop
Hmm.
sharing. All right, I'll get the next one set up.
Odd note. Hmm.
Oh, I don't know if this is going to fit. Maybe.
That's different. Oh, I
Don't.
remembered. I don't know if you want any or not, but at one store fairly close to me in Round Rock, they
Mhm.
do have Four Gate and Kentucky Owl.
Well, which Kentucky Owl is it?
They have like 3 different ones.
Well, if it's not just that confiscation or the
Confiscated.
confiscation bourbon or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
no, they have a couple of. I think I remember 3 different expressions.
Okay, I will pick up a Kentucky Owl if it's not that one. That's the worst release they ever had,
Oh,
and you can find it all over the place.
oh shoot! I can't look. It's on my. It's on the phone.
Yeah,
I took a
don't worry
picture
about it.
because I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna remember. So I just took a picture of it.
Yeah, Team America World Police. That's that little stop motion, little cartoony thing.
Okay. Oh, hey there,
Kind
Taylor
of.
Don. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, that thing getting an odd little note off that wild turkey. Can't
Hmm.
identify it.
I'm trying to go a little slow on this because I started drinking when you told me you were going to be late. I was like, oh well, I might as well start sipping on this. Yeah, so I started at
It's okay.
6:30.
I poured a heavy one to catch up to you.
There you go. But I'm still working on it. I poured the big heavy. I poured it way up here, and of course, this
Oh,
is it's about 2 ounces in there, right up in here. So
I try to aim for about an ounce and a half.
yeah, that's the biggest
Occasionally, I'll zip
part.
it up to 2, but
Mm,
but good stuff though.
I'm gonna finish this thing. So. America. Fuck
I
yeah.
can't wait for you to try some of this Still Austin stuff, and um, I have quite a few different things from the Crowded Barrel, Fang and Feather,
Hmm.
and there's some odd stuff there, you know. So
Right.
it'll be different just to like get you to try and go. What do you think of this? You know.
I don't know. I might like it. I mean, I have Tidewalker down there, and it has a licorice kick to it, but I like licorice.
I don't much care
So
for licorice, especially that black licorice note. Just ugh.
yeah, that's what
Now
that has.
dill, I
Yeah,
like dill.
dill. Yeah. Now that Tidewalker. Now I picked up star anise or licorice or whatever
Mhm.
in other bourbons, but not nearly as prominent as Tidewalker.
Okay.
And
I did pick
it
up that Tawaka Row or that I asked you about a while back.
no. I can't get Tawakaro here.
Oh, okay. Well, I got one.
Uh,
I
okay.
haven't
Well,
opened it yet.
I'm going to grab, and I like the one by Tawakaro I get is the barrel strength or the cast strength rye,
Hmm.
and that's what I make my old fashions with.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Love them.
Anise.
I made the mistake of star anise is when you now never mind. Yeah, uh,
That's a different stream now. Come on.
yeah, it's a different stream. Now
That
the
must be Bourbon Bounty After Dark stream there.
yeah, that would have to be 8 seconds is way past. I can't even stay on a bull that long. But yeah, the first 8 seconds of the live. But yeah, you can't go nuts though. But now
Like,
I made a mistake one time, and I made my fourth old fashioned one night, and I got almost finished. Now I pour 3 ounces per when I'm making my old fashions, and so I was going up towards 12 ounces,
oh, dang.
and I got about halfway through that drink, and I'm like, this has to go sit over here because I need to go lay over here, and then
Yeah, Grimmy loves that black licorice.
Mhm. Oh, he did the little pukey sign.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I could eat it if I had to, but it's not one of my go-tos. I don't much care
Yeah.
for it.
Oh,
Kind of reminds
I
me of what's that liquor? Um,
you talking about the one with the
they
deer
usually
on it,
keep it frozen.
Jägermeister.
Yeah, Jägermeister. There you
Oh, I
go.
love Jägermeister. Yeah.
That's just like straight up black licorice, weirdness, you know. I'm just like, ugh.
Medicinal black licorice is what
Yeah.
Jägermeister
Oh,
tastes like. Yeah.
that's rough.
No, I bought. This is what I buy to go in the nosing kit right here. It's and I have to really keep myself out of this bag. This is a gourmet licorice. It's Wiley Wallaby.
Huh. Is
Yeah.
it Australian?
Oh yeah. It's good.
And that's straight up black licorice, huh? Classic
Oh,
black. Yep.
straight up. Yeah. See, now that I pulled it out here, I have to have one. Hang on. And
More
this is
power
what
to
they
you,
look
brother.
like right there.
Dang, they're big old chunks.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Jaeger. No. Yeah, Uzo is the same sort of thing, RB. Yeah, it's got that straight up black licorice weirdness to it. Now, I don't know if you can get the good Uzo here in the US, you know, the stuff that's pretty stout. Yeah, Sambuca. Yeah, I ain't much on them. Even as a mixer, you know, even in blending into a drink as like a cocktail or something like that. I'm like,
Mm.
no thanks, not for me. I'll drink something else. Give me something with some lime flavoring, or a margarita or something like that. That'd be all right.
Now let's see what this tastes like.
Completely different.
Actually, I like it.
Really?
Hmm. It makes
Huh.
it taste like this has licorice in it.
Well, yeah,
Mhm. It,
because
it does not.
the licorice is coating your whole palate,
Oh
anyways.
yeah, absolutely. I'm about to have some licorice Wild Turkey 101 here shortly.
Just grab one of those chunks and tuck it, drop it off in the Glen.
Yeah, or yeah, they're just the right size to fit down in a bottle. Just let it sit in there and soak. I wouldn't do
Oh,
that.
I bet the whole thing would dissolve, wouldn't it?
Maybe. I might
It might
would
take a
try that
while.
with a bottle of vodka or something, um,
Hmm.
like a Grey Goose or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Grey Goose is a pretty decent vodka. I don't drink much vodka, and when I do, I prefer a potato vodka because
Hmm.
I have like a martini.
Yeah,
But my martinis are filthy, not a dirty martini,
yeah,
filthy
filthy.
martini. Yeah,
You put a shot of olive juice to a shot of vodka. In there.
dang near it, pretty close to that. Yes, sir. But I like them that way. But with the potato vodka, for some reason, it doesn't have all that weird, ethanol note that you get off of most of the vodkas. I mean,
Right,
the potato vodka seems to be just really smooth and hardly anything like a vodka is supposed to be. Now,
right.
most of the vodkas you get like Smirnoff and things like that, you can tell, you can smell it, and you're like, oh, that's vodka. It's just funky. And like
I don't know.
Tito's, Tito's across the street from me here.
Hmm.
Um, his stuff, when I made part of his still for him when he was first distilling and actually pot distilling, um, it was actually pretty dang good. And it
Mm.
was really smooth. And the nose on it for a vodka was extremely light, like it's supposed to be. Like he like triple or quadruple distilled it. You know,
Hmm.
nowadays he's not. I mean, he says pot distilled. I doubt it. It's
Tito's is
column
the
distilled. Don't be bullshit and pulling my leg.
Tito's is a standard bar pour now for
Yep,
vodka.
all
Yeah.
over the U.S. and
All
abroad
of
now.
yes.
People have been trying to buy his butt out now for a while, and he's like, "Why would I sell to you?
Yeah.
I'm a multi-millionaire now, and you know, no, I'm not selling." That's
Now I
great. Good
like
on him, though.
yeah. I
He
like
built
Grey
that thing
Goose.
up himself.
Yeah, I like Grey Goose and Stoli. Um,
Okay.
I mean, and I don't know. I'll if someone says, "Oh, we're going to use Stoli lemon or something in this drink,"
Yeah.
all right, whatever, mix it up. I'll drink it, but I just get the regular plain old Stoli. Uh, and or I have Grey Goose on my shelf. That's why I keep looking up there. I see that bottle of Grey Goose up there.
Yep. That's a good mixer. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what vodka is for me. You make a
Hmm.
cocktail with vodka. You don't drink it straight out of the glass or or neat or nothing.
Now, have you tried the Still Austin gin?
Oh yeah,
Is it
it's
good?
pretty good.
All
Yep,
right,
they
hang
makes
on.
a really
Let
good
me.
mixer.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I got to
Thanks,
share.
man.
We hit the alarm. I have
Okay.
to. Aqua Team. That's not Aqua Team. That's Team America. Good luck, everybody. Mayberry U316.
Oh, nice. I'm glad that we're getting different winners every time. That's awesome.
Oh, see, you just jinxed it right there. All
Yeah,
right.
but Jimmy's gonna win again next time, right?
Yeah. Or the same person will hit three in a row. So, whoever hits next. Um,
Hey, if y'all haven't
now,
yet, sub to Whiskey Uncensored there, Bourbon's channel. He needs some subs. I don't know. Am I?
now this has an ampersand in it, and that is a capital I, not a small L. I know I'm prepping y'all for this, but I've never heard of this before at all. With Nail and I, and this timeout.com has it as number 7 on the list. I'd never heard of it before. So I don't know. No clue. Mm.
There we go. There we go.
All right, you got
Well,
it out there.
I got bourbon up there.
Cool. I'm gonna pop some of this wild turkey in here.
All
I'm not gonna
right.
pour that much. I'll tell you what, this may that one is pretty, and I drank it pretty fast, and it's pretty strong. So I may need to slow down just a little bit.
It's that VR. I don't know of any really straight off the board gluten-free whiskeys. I would think that
Oh,
most of them are, aren't they? I mean,
well,
because it's a distilled alcohol. Don't make a
yeah.
difference what it is. I
Um,
mean, even a potato vodka, once you distill it, it's an alcohol. It's not, potatoes any longer
well,
or
wheat.
wheat.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I mean, I don't know the science there. I really don't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Gluten-free thing just became a fad kind of thing for me a few years back.
Hmm.
I mean, everybody was fine with gluten. It's in everything, your bread and everything else.
Well,
And
yeah.
then all of a sudden, they
So,
were like, "Oh, I can't have gluten. I need cauliflower pizza."
oh, you know
Well,
what? We got a cauliflower pizza one time, not because of anything, just because we wanted to try it.
mhm.
And I like really crispy crust, and it was really freaking good. Elastica VR, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, my
It's
wife
probably
likes
Elastica, maybe.
the thin crust stuff. Me, I like the good chewy crust, that
Yeah,
New York
I like a
style pizza.
thin, and that cauliflower crust we had, that was one of the best thin and crispy crusts I've ever had. Now, if that's not your
Oh,
thing, it was like a cracker. It was like a pizza
yeah,
on a, yeah,
exactly. I don't want pizza on a cracker. I want pizza where I can chew on it.
yeah.
We go ahead. There's this one pizza place around here that's called Conan's, and they have a bunch of different ones. But what I normally get is the deep dish pan pizza. It's called the
Mm.
Savage. It's everything on it. And the only thing I have them hold off is anchovies. Everything, throw everything else on that pizza on a whole wheat crust, and it's awesome. Two
Mm.
slices, you're full. You're
Yeah,
done. If you can eat two full slices.
if you can eat too, yeah. Now I don't
Yeah.
eat that much, but try to keep it to a low roar. But every once in a while, I'll grab. Now, if you put some really good tender pulled pork or something out there, I'll overeat.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
I'll get the meat sweats off of some stuff. Good big steak. I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
if you want to, I'll throw something on the pit before you come down.
There you go. Hey, Dad's gonna be with me. We both eat.
Oh, y'all like some pulled pork or
I,
brisket,
yeah, ribs, brisket, pork,
ribs?
doesn't matter. Yeah,
Okay. All right, then I'll hook you up. We'll throw something on the pit before y'all get here, so that way it's all done when y'all get here.
I've been wanting to do a Boston butt for a while.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, that's my favorite.
yep,
I mean, I'm a Kentucky boy, so what do you expect?
yep.
I didn't know about brisket until I came down here to Texas the first time, and then
Hmm.
I'm like, oh dang, this would be really good on the pit. So when I came back to Kentucky, dang airplanes. When I
Yeah,
came
we.
back to Kentucky after visiting down here years ago, back in like the '90s, I'm like, well, I'm gonna throw a brisket on the pit, and it took me 2 or 3 briskets before I quite figured it out how to cook it
Mhm.
in Kentucky, like I normally do, and
Right.
then it was good, and
Yeah, I used
that
to.
and beef ribs too. Oh dang,
Oh
beef ribs on the
yeah.
pit, son. You
Yep.
ain't eat good until you had some beef ribs on the pit. Sheesh.
Hard to cook. You gotta know what you're doing. But if you can get them right, they are the
Oh
best
yeah.
tasting meat you're ever gonna
Oh
get.
yeah. It's just straight up ribeye on the bone, basically.
It is.
Oh
They are
dang,
so
it's
good.
good.
Yeah, that and I used to do the brisket. I would take and I would inject it, and then I would put it in the wrap it in cellophane and then in tinfoil. And
Mm,
the bulk of the cook time was there, and then I would unwrap it. I'd take it off there and get the smoke rolling because I wouldn't even
yeah.
care to smoke it while it was in a tinfoil. And then I would do the I had some seasoning on the outside of it, but then I would put that crust on it and put it back on and let it smoke,
I got you.
and get that big
Way
ring
I
in there.
way I normally will do most any kind of meat that I put on the pit is I put a dry rub on it and I'll put it on the pit and I'll smoke it for like 6 to maybe 8 hours, depending on how much smoke's been going on,
Hmm.
because I tend to my fire all the time. And then after that, I'm done with it on cooking it on the pit. I'll take it off. If it's something that's, big and thick, needs to cook, 10, 12 hours to finish off, I'll cook it 6 to 8 on the pit, and then I'll take it off and I'll put it in the oven. Put it in like a
Yeah,
big tinfoil pan, cover it up, and then finish it off in the oven at, like 220, 250, somewhere in that range.
yeah. I kind of go opposite of that. I start cooking it first,
Oh,
then
and then
I do the smoke. Yeah,
I got you.
later. So,
Yeah, it's about the same, you know,
mhm.
because the thing with Texas barbecue that I've seen so far, they like to smoke the holy crap out of a
They
piece of
do.
meat. I mean, I have one person that I talked to, and he said, what you do for Texas barbecue is if it's a 12-pound whatever, you put it on the pit and you smoke it. And you smoke the heck out of it for 12 hours. 1 hour per pound. And then when they pull it
Hey,
off the pit, it's black. Looks like you
yeah.
rubbed it on the inside of a chimney, you know. Oh,
Yep.
it the first bite you're like, oh, this is pretty good. It's smoky, and then you go, "Brr," and you belch up smoke for the next 3 hours.
Yep.
No, thank you.
And the thing with Texas is all of the barbecue in Texas tastes the same.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, you
usually
might
a
find a.
post oak or mesquite, but most of the bigger barbecue joints out here will use like an oak and
Mhm.
or a mesquite. And back in Kentucky, it was hickory. I
Yeah.
couldn't do hickory personally because I'm allergic to the smoke.
Oh wow.
It gives me a blazing sinus headache. I could not
Mm.
do hickory smoke at all. So when I was in Kentucky, I used like maple
Yep.
and white oak because white oak makes actually the best, longest lasting coals that put out the most heat.
Right.
But then I used wild cherry for the smoke aspect of the stuff because with maple you'll get a little bit of that light sweet kind of smoke, and the white oak really doesn't add much to it at all. Dang airplanes!
Yeah, we all right.
Sorry about that. Dang airport's right over across my shoulder here. But
Yeah.
yeah, the white oak it makes really good coals, and
Yep.
the sugar maple or maple makes good long lasting coals, but it adds a little bit of sweetness to your smoke. And then the
Uh-oh.
wild cherry, that's the stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let me present this
Oh yeah,
thing, and
burnt
we will
ends.
spin this.
Oh,
Oh, the burnt ends are so good. Oh, I love bacon burnt ends. All right, with Nell and I have no idea what the heck that is, but evidently it was freaking funny to the folks that picked it. So good luck,
oh, that's
everybody. Sugar Kitty.
yeah. There we go. Nice one.
All right, now we have one more for 10, and everyone's going to know what this one is. Pretty much everybody. Oh,
There we
come
go.
on. There it is. All right, hashtag.
Hey, Brian Thrash. Cheers, brother.
Fresh
Thrash live.
with the houses. It's the jerk.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, 1979. I forget because
Wow.
yeah, I was 10 years old when that came out.
Yep. I'm pretty sure that I saw it later, but
Yeah, I think so.
still, that was funny. I only need this and that. That's all I need. Oh, and this.
And that, yeah.
And that too.
No, I was gonna say I like smoking with. I've tried pecan, anything with a fruit or a nut on it.
Yep, exactly.
And I've done the applewood has a lighter.
Yep.
I call it a crispier smoke to it. But we used a lot of mesquite in Texas.
I don't use mesquite except for a firewood. I mean, or like a
Yeah.
if we're having a gathering and everybody's sitting around the fire, it's mesquite or oak or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't burn cedar or nothing like that because it's just it's too much.
Oh no. Have you ever burnt pinyon wood?
Pinion?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the old
pine?
Indian. What's that?
It's a pine, isn't it?
Yeah,
A
pinyon.
pinion
Yeah,
pine.
it's a pine. It's
I
a
eat the I eat the seeds, but not on burn the wood.
no, it's a slow growing pine though, so it's a heavier pine wood,
Yep.
uh, denser. And the Indians used to burn it to run the mosquitoes and stuff off,
Oh,
along with lemongrass and other things. But uh, it's the it's the most common wood burnt in the chimeas. When you're sitting around, you have the little chimea pot, and you burn pinyon wood in it, and
gotcha.
keeps the bugs ran off. It's really aromatic wood.
Okay. I've never actually been around any of that to burn. Um, I've eaten the seeds, the pinion nuts,
Yeah.
you know that, and because my grandmother being Lebanese and kind of raised with that kind of aspect of all the Lebanese type food and stuff, um, she used to make kibbe,
Hmm.
and in the she would make it like a little football looking sort of thing, and then the middle of it she would stuff with the pine nuts with a little bit of lamb meat that you sauteed and onions with lamb meat and the pine nuts, sauteed all that up in a pan, and then she would put stuff that in the middle of it, and then fry the whole thing for the kibbe,
Oh, well,
and
we were
that's
laughing
really
about
good.
RB put out there that line from the jerk. I was born a poor black child.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great movie. And some of those, like that one, and say like Blazing Saddles,
Yeah.
you couldn't hardly get away with that kind of stuff nowadays, or even
Oh no.
Airplane for that matter. Jeez,
Bumpy
everybody gets
Bumpy
so
Road.
butthurt about stuff. It's pathetic.
Yeah, Bumpy Road is here. I call him the Robert Irvine of beer reviews. Yeah, Bumpy's got a good channel too.
I'm not sure if I've subbed to Buppy.
I try to hit
No,
some stuff every once in a while.
yep, I'm subbed to Buppy.
Bumpy Road.
All right, we'll put his channel out here too.
Yeah, and in Fulton, it's a Jerk, not you. Yeah, I try to police the chat a little bit here and there and make sure that we're getting the stuff in correctly.
There we go.
You know, there's not a
Trying to do
dang
my.
thing. There's not a dang thing wrong with that Wild Turkey 101.
No, sir. That's a perfectly fine daily kind of a drinker. Keep
Hmm.
it on the shelf all the time. I mean, I buy it by the half gallon, and
Yeah.
then what I do is I'll refill this little bottle, from the half gallon
Yep.
because it takes up less space on the bar than a great big half gallon jug with a
Heck
handle on
yeah.
it.
He said no one should sub to me.
It's up to him anyway.
How do we know when you go live if we're not subbed?
Exactly.
That's the whole
Don't sub to
point.
me. I have no content on my channel.
Yeah. I know somebody subbed. I have one sub on my Jody channel, or it's not a channel.
I
It's
don't
just
I don't know how many I've got. I think I've got like 50 or maybe 100 subs, and I don't put out any content.
no. I have zero content on that channel. That's my
Yeah, this
control
old
channel.
there you go. This old wild turkey, that's good stuff. I mean, because with you can have it neat. You can mix it.
Hmm.
It's good. It stands up good on ice. If you want to have just a nice little, drink on the ice. The way I used to drink it all the time was I would put it on ice with 7 Up,
Yeah.
and it was a good little mixed drink.
Man, I have drank bourbon straight so much, I can't hardly mix it with anything. That's why I'd use that high rye or that 100% rye barrel cask strength to do my
Uh,
old fashions with and stuff.
yep.
It's just that's the only way I like bourbon anymore. It's just straight, neat.
Yeah. It's it's taken me quite a few years to go from like a mix to actually drinking it neat because I never drank whiskey neat when I was living in Kentucky and stuff. We
Mm.
always would mix it with something like heck, I remember back in high school. I was one of my best friends back then. We would go out and get a bottle of Seagram 7, and
Hmm.
then what we would do was we would take the bottle of Seagram 7 like this, pop the top on it, grab us a knee-high grape. Remember those?
Oh yeah, you telling me
Yeah,
about that? Yeah.
you get knee-high grape, go just a little sip, and then knock you back about 2 bubbles, and then chase it with a little knee-high grape.
Well, that's also Seagram 7. So
Oh, what the knee-high grape is Seagram 7 too?
no, no, no. I'm talking about
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it was Seagram 7. Joe, it was what, 85-ish proof, something like that.
yeah, yeah, nasty.
Yeah. Of course, you have to chase it with something that's like a knee-high grape that's going to cover up the taste of that stuff. So.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
wasn't
and
Yellowstone or a few of the other ones like Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 or something like that. So,
right.
but
Yeah, and even
Jack
Jack.
Daniel's is Old Number 7 is one of the best-selling brands worldwide.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we were on vacation, and I had a very, very limited selection of what I could get,
Mm.
and I couldn't carry a lot because we were out of town, so we flew, didn't have a car, and they had those little scooters you can rent,
Yeah.
and so I drove it a couple of miles down and to a liquor store, and I grabbed Gentleman Jack. That was
Oh,
like they didn't have a big. This is in Utah. There's not a big selection,
gotcha.
and so I had my bottle of Gentleman's Jack, and I could take I asked him for because he put it in this little bag. I said, "Can you put that in a bigger bag?" He goes, "Sure," and he put it in a long bag, like for a tall bottle,
Yeah.
and so I could wrap it around the handle and hold it while I was riding my scooter down the
Yep.
road, and but that's what I drank for a couple of days in a row. I got one bottle and of course finished it off, and then went back and got another one because I was on vacation. I mean, that's what you do.
Of course.
Now that, now that one I'm going to go ahead and share this, but that one I was putting it over ice
Yeah.
because one, it makes the drink last longer when you do
Yep.
that. All right, good luck everybody on the jerk. See if we can get us another unique wiener.
Bumpy road. Don't worry about that old Buffalo Trace.
Oh,
Go ahead and pick you up.
that's
She'll
Lori.
be.
Let me write that down.
Don't worry about the Buffalo Trace. Get you one of those Wild Turkey 101s.
Oh
Better
yeah,
money.
yep,
Better bourbon for the money for sure.
yeah. Buffalo Trace kind of hard to find. Now that one
And
I'll just.
again.
That's all
Oh, look at this.
right. I'm in there twice, so.
Dang old rig wheel
And
got going on here.
Jerry JC, there we go. Jerry
Oh,
J
there he is.
second.
That's his second win for the night.
All
Nice.
right. Now, if Jerry J wins again, he will get the entries, but I will spin again. So on the third win, we try to give somebody else a chance to get on the wheel as well,
There you go.
or to get on the board.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we're fair like that. Yeah, replace the wheel. We need
well,
a
it's
new
StreamYard
wheel.
giveaway tool, and trust me, if we weren't doing this, I don't know if I could keep up with all this. And this was one of my favorite movies, and I did like Andy. So there we go. Groundhog Day.
Oh, there you go.
Wasn't that
That is a good
Andy
one.
McDowell? Was that her name?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure.
I think so.
I was thinking
think
of the lead.
well, it
the
was
lead
Bill
guy.
Murray,
Bill Murray, yeah.
and then I think it was Andy McDowell. I think that's who it was.
Okay. It might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was in 1993. Now I was kind of preoccupied. I don't think I saw it much later because in 1993 I was kind of busy in the Air Force. So I almost missed the 90s.
I got out in the end of '92. I got out about right before my birthday in October of '92.
Well, I was in almost 10 years. It was about nine and a half.
Nice.
I had put in for an extension on a tour and they granted it and then they stopped it. And then it was weird. So I didn't do like two solid tours. I did more, but I got out in 99, at the end of 99, very end.
Okay.
Yeah, it was December of
Thresh.
99. But I missed the 90s. I mean, I just totally, I don't remember. I remember music, right?
Yep.
Because we played music and stuff, even
Stevie
out.
Ray died in the '90s. I was like, dang, early '90s, Stevie Ray died. I'm sorry, Thrash Army.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry was in the Navy. Well, thank you.
Oh yeah, man, we got all kinds. Yeah. Now we were on a call earlier, and one person was Army, the other one was Marine, and I was Air Force. And we're on there with one of my project managers, and she's like, "I'm surrounded by military." I was like, "Not only that, you're surrounded by 3 branches." It's like, yeah, it was 3 different branches. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in my family, we've had, my dad was Navy, but he never got on the ship. He was always on planes doing like surveillance type stuff and around Vietnam and everything.
Right.
And then my cousin, he was a Marine. And then my brother was Air Force. I was Air Force. So, my whole family and cousins and everything else, a lot of us have been in one branch or the other. So it's all good. Everybody gives everybody some slack, or
yeah,
we like to hack on everybody else. It's like the old saying, What's shit like sound like when it hits the fan? Marine.
Marine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now whiskey food, dude. I don't go to Food Line for rotisserie chicken. That's where I go to Harris Teeter for that.
Thrash. So you were jumping out of perfectly good airplanes, were you?
Mm,
My goodness. No sense in that. Oh, son. I cannot wait till you to try this still Austin rye.
yeah, I
Mm,
can't wait either. I can't wait to get out there and just have a week off.
yeah, that's
You
nice.
know, I mean, I'm going to get out there a week ahead, and then I'm going to work that week, and then I'll have a week off, and then I'm going to work a week there in Arkansas again,
Okay.
just to chop things up, and then I'll drive back.
Okay. Well, you could probably do a little bit here. I have here at the house, the Wi-Fi is hanging around 300 megabyte or so.
Mm.
Um, over behind me at the man cave, it's closer to 500 megabyte.
Yeah, I was checking my PTO stuff, and I forgot I hit an extra year at work. Well, I mean, I didn't forget. I mean, but I hit a mark at work where I get more PTO, and so I'm thinking about taking the Friday off, um, all 3 Fridays off when I'm. But I'll take that entire week off. So the
Yeah.
one Friday we'll leave and go to RB's, and I'll just take that day off, and then I'll have the whole other next week off, and then I'll take the next Friday off to drive home.
Okay.
So that way I can drive home and have a weekend
There you go.
to recoup and all that. So
Exactly. From all the driving and everything.
yeah,
Yeah, I've been there. Jeez. I used to drive from back and forth from here to Kentucky and stuff, and it's from Austin to where I lived in Western Kentucky was about 12 and a half hours basically
mm,
if you drove it straight through, which I
yeah.
typically would.
I'm 14 and a half or so.
Mm.
Uh, and I say 14 and a half. I think but I have to stop and get gas at least,
Well,
once.
yeah,
But I think I'm around 14, but it takes about 14 and a half to do it.
yep,
But I eat on the fly. Like, I'll just grab something and I'll eat a chicken sandwich or something in the car, and I just boom, I just keep trucking.
exactly.
Home and Hearth with Jules. What's up, Jules?
Hey,
And
Jules.
we um, but no, it's the week I go. We're leaving here on Friday to go to Asheville, North Carolina. So
Hmm.
it's going to knock a few hours off my trip. And then
Okay.
I'm going to leave from Asheville to go. So that should only be about 12 hours instead of 14 and
Yeah,
a half.
yeah.
I could do
And what
that.
you're headed to RB's first?
No, I'm heading to Big Daddy H, and then I'm going to stay
Oh, okay.
there. Then I'll get set up. Like, I'll be there on Saturday. And then Sunday, I got to get my work stuff set up and everything for Monday. But we'll be hanging out doing stuff. And then I'm going to work Monday through Thursday, take Friday off. And that's when we'll head out to go to RB. And
Okay.
then we will leave RB's on Saturday, hit that liquor store in Round Rock, and then head your way right after that. So we should be there around, I don't know, noon, 1, somewhere along in there.
Okay.
Uh,
On Saturday. Okay. No. Yep.
Maybe. I mean, we may be later than that. I don't know.
Eh,
But I don't know how late we're going to set up with RB. I don't. Uh,
just shoot me a text. Let me know
I
when to
will.
expect
I'll
you.
give you an ETA. All right. It's time to spin. See, I'm going to catch it before the alarm goes off.
You ought to throw Jimmy in the car with you and drag him along too.
He's welcome to come
I
because
got
we
enough
will be
room.
back. All right. Good luck, everybody, on Groundhog's Day.
That was a great movie. It really was. I
Oh,
enjoyed
man. I
that one.
love that. Yeah. Don't drive angry. Sugar Kitty.
Yeah. You have the groundhog driving. That's great.
Yeah. All right, so we have two persons who have won twice. Again, if they win a
Yeah.
third, they will get the entries, but I will also spin again. So please keep entering because there's no reason not to. And now this one I do not agree with. I'll have to stop my alarm.
Dang,
I
spread the
never
love.
did like I never did like Woody Allen films. I don't know. I didn't
Hmm.
find them funny ever.
Yeah.
So I didn't like Annie Hall.
What was the one I'm thinking? Arthur. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, now that was
That was funny.
Dudley Moore. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Dudley Moore. There you go.
Jesus Christ, that guy was funny.
Yeah, he was funny. If I could find a more efficient way of getting this alcohol into my bloodstream.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
What's up, Step 420?
Annie Hall. Never seen it.
Yeah, just it's Woody Allen.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, and Woody Allen is kind of creepy, or was, or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. One of those oddball people
yeah.
like me.
Well, and then he's supposedly discovered. Forgot her name. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Gosh darn it! And she was too young at the time, and then they came out that they.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's kind of the same thing with oh, who was the piano playing guy?
Oh, you talking about yeah, Jerry Lee Jones or
Jerry,
whatever.
Jerry. Dang,
What was fuck was his name?
shoot, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis. That's it. Yeah, I said
Yeah,
Jones.
was
Yeah,
was dating that one teenager basically or something.
yeah. Now Jerry Lewis is different than Jerry
Yeah,
Lee.
yeah. I agree. RB. Where's Arthur? The Hangover, Stripes, History of the World Part One,
Yeah,
Blazing Saddles. We got to make
they're
our own
not
dang
here.
list. This is we're getting ripped off here. This is
Well,
terrible.
all right,
Where's
you and I,
Airplane?
hey, it's coming.
Come
You and
on.
I are going to have to come up with our own damn list.
Well, we'll start off of what their list is, and then we're going to embellish it just a little bit.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
we'll do
we'll take
that.
a few of their like, what the heck is that? Nah, chuck that out. Throw airplane in it, for example.
We're going
Throw
to
the
have to hit the
airplane in.
we'll hit the whammy on a few of them.
Exactly. I'm good
Yeah,
with that. The Gong Show. Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. Oh yeah,
Gong. Nah, get your butt out of here. We'll throw something else in there.
man, I really enjoyed that Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
haven't had it in a little bit. I mean, I always knew it was a decent bourbon,
Hmm.
but no, it's really good for the price for sure.
Oh, definitely for the price. I mean, it was
Yeah,
what, $23 a bottle or something in that range? 25
something
ish,
like
maybe?
that. It's cheaper than Elijah Craig,
Yep.
and
Yeah, for
Elijah
sure.
Craig is what 95 proof or
Yep.
something like
You're
that.
paying more for
Whatever
the
it is.
name than you are for the actual,
Oh,
the bourbon
Heaven
and the,
Hill, yeah. So,
yeah.
but let me see. I'm gonna put these back and see what else I can find. I don't want to go for anything too heavy.
Yeah, keep it in the hundred-ish range, low
Yeah,
hundreds.
there is one. Gosh, I buy so much barrel proof stuff.
Well, you could reach on the bottom shelf there and grab a Scotch or an Irish. I mean,
Uh,
it is almost St. Patty's Day, so maybe an Irish would
oh,
be
yeah.
nice.
Well, I don't have an Irish. I don't have an Irish. I do have a Dalmore 12.
No Irish?
You know
Like you don't
what?
have like a green spot or something along those
I got
lines?
it, man. Old Forester Statesman.
Oh, there you go.
So Old Forester
But
Statesman, same exact mash bill as the 1897 bottled and bond,
yeah,
but of course the bottled and bond's 100 proof. This is 95,
okay, perfect.
and I'm just going to pour like that much.
The Honey Wild Turkey Jewels. I've not tried that. Yeah, history of the world.
Yeah, all they did was Old Forester did for that movie, the Kingsman,
Mm.
the second one, when the ruse or the disguise or guise of the Kingsman was a clothier store, a men's clothing, suits and stuff, and then the Statesman was the bourbon distillery. Was
Cheers,
there?
Moose. No, sir, I'm not on Instagram.
Ah, that's not a bad word.
Facebook, yes, but not Instagram or TikTok. I don't do
Oh
either one of
yeah,
those. Sorry, not me. The Kingsman, yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Now
good
this
song too. Oh,
is a
looks like
good
liquid
medium
whiskey.
amber bourbon. But all
Yeah.
they did, Old Forester did when they came out with the Statesman, when that movie came out, is just took their bottled and bond mash and just made it 95 proof.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
Mm.
Hashtag Kingsman. No, no, that's not it. We're on hashtag Annie Hall right now.
Oh, Alex, about the new Nancy still lost in pick. Yep, I've already went down to the distillery twice. They would only sell me 2 bottles. I went down
Mm,
there yesterday, and I'm like, I need 4 bottles of the Nancy pick, and they said, well, I can sell you 2. You can come back tomorrow. I'm like, oh, son of a. Okay,
mm.
so right now I've got a few bottles in the pantry, but there are I think 3 are already spoken for, and one of them's mine, and I haven't even cracked it yet.
Mm.
But it's a Nancy pick of a single barrel, and she says this is her best pick so far of the still Austin cat strength stuff.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh well,
All right.
If Nancy the nose says this one's good and you should get it, you dang right I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get 2 for myself, and then I've got one for Todd at 210.90,
Mm-hmm.
and I got one for Dusty Dan, and I got one for Sean Whiskey Wars. So those are those 3, and then I got one for myself. So I need to go down and get 2 more because I want a backup.
Yes, sir.
Before I open the first one, I want a backup just to make sure.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then I need an extra one for like Alex here, although he's in Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah, so getting it over to Canada is a little iffy.
Yeah, you just have to have a secret mule.
Yeah, and pay extra taxes because, man, they like to bend you over the barrel over there in Canada. My goodness,
Hmm.
toss you up in Niagara Falls
Yeah.
in a barrel.
I do know that when we went to Canada, we went a few times, but to Toronto, and we had
Mm.
to look at. It was a security company going to be doing managed 24/7 monitoring of our excuse me, of our SIM alerts coming in from the network, and we had to go up there and visit, do a site
Sugar
visit with
Kitty.
them. They have
Ooh,
moose
the
not
size of
here.
that prison wallet. Sugar Kitty. Woo.
Yeah, and I do know that when we went through there, they try to act all tough, and it just almost cracked up. But
Yep. Sorry.
yeah,
I,
they do not
I've
have
been
a
up to
sense of
Canada a
humor.
couple of different times, and
Yeah.
it's nasty cold up there. People here in the U.S. go, oh, it's going to be down into the teens and stuff, and below zero wind chills and stuff. And I'm like, where do you think it's blowing in from? It's blowing in from Canada.
Yep.
It's you think it's bad here in New York or along the Great Lakes, Michigan and whatnot and stuff. No, you go a little bit north of Michigan into Canada, it's worse. It's nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Here we go on this is worth 15 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Right, Sugar Kitty.
Fulton.
Oh, nice.
All right. So we got a Fulton down there. We'll let that confetti die down. And then I'm going to get the next one ready, but I'm not going to post it yet
Okay.
because it is 8 o'clock.
It's time for put me in, please.
Well, not yet. Not yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh,
I have to be
okay,
able to
well,
write them down. Let's see.
I was thinking, put me in, coach. I'm ready to
Well, we have
play.
another Monty Python coming up, so
Oh, wonderful. Love me some Mighty Python.
but I'm not going to post it
Hey,
yet.
no, get. Oh, go on, get.
And
I
then
should have
we
brought my little
will
topper.
start put me in any form or fashion. Please type the words put me in the chat, and I will write down
Oh,
your name for 5
all
entries to the
right.
quarterly drawing.
I'm in there. So's
All
RB
right.
and Jimmy. While he's
Right.
busy, y'all. So what is everybody in the chat drinking? Have y'all got anything in a nice little Glencairn or a mixed drink or what? A cold beer? Let me know. What's going on? Sugar Kitty, don't put me in the moose wallet. It's dark and wet. Cheers, Cool Running. How you doing, brother? Oh, man, I'm glad it's nice and cool down here right now. Michter's Toasted. Nice. I have not tried that one, Moose. I have the regular bourbon, which is quite tasty. And then their rye is quite good too.
All right, cool running. Type put me in there so I can write you down.
Oh, Big Daddy H is in. Steam Fire Ass is there, but she didn't say put her in.
Really? I thought I saw that.
Oh, yeah, she did. It was up there. Okay, it was up there.
Yeah.
Never mind. There you go, Jimmy. If you do cut it down, use that for some smoking wood. That pear tree smokes pretty tasty. Oh, Sparkle's drinking it on some Jameson Black Barrel Triple Distill.
Let's make sure I'm
Nice.
not missing any. Nope, I don't see any Facebooks coming in. So I just want to make. I've been watching the Google chat or the YouTube chat because same company because they come in quicker over
I
there.
got you. There's Cool Running. He's in there.
Oh yeah, I just wrote that down. I actually put him. I was writing really, really fast. I put him down as cool running.
Yeah, close
Rumning.
enough.
I meant rumning. I put too many humps on that end. Don't hump the end too much. I may have missed somebody. I will read these off. Let me go ahead and do that now. I have Jimmy's Random Content, Mr. Great Shot, RB, Jerry J, Whiskey Food Dude, Sugar Kitty, Tater Dom, Jules, you know who you are, Home and Hearth by Jules, Bumpy Road Brew, Steam Fire and Ice, Art by Sparkle, Big Daddy H, Fulton Mraz, and Cool Running. If I did not call your name, I missed it. Please put me in the chat once more time.
Alex Briere. Come on,
Did
put your
Alex
butt
get
in
in there?
there. No, he hasn't yet. Type in there. Put me in there, Moose. Although he is up in Canada, so
Well, you know, there's alternative prizes.
yeah.
I can now. Here's what can happen. Okay, I can send an unactivated nosing kit to Canada.
Yeah.
I just can't
Okay.
send the sample bourbons.
Oh.
Right. But if in that case, I can send the glass. I can send, things.
Okay.
But if they get the nosing kit and say, "Oh, this is what I'm gonna try with it," then we can get on together and walk through the nosing kit or whatever.
How you said he's received stuff from you before?
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Because okay, that's a different story. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't discuss that then.
Well, I didn't actually send them to Canada.
Ah, go on there. Dang it.
All right, it is 8:05. I am gonna put now. If somebody comes in right after this, I will write your name down. But right now, for all intents and purposes, put me in is over with. So we are going to put Monty Python. Oh, and I'll put a colon after Monty Python. Sorry about that. It wasn't supposed to be there. I did it anyway, so we're going to stick with it.
Life of
Yeah,
Brian.
I
Gotcha.
accidentally put the colon in. Yeah.
I am
It was written down. The way they wrote it down was Monty Python colon Life of Brian. And I was just going to put an apostrophe S, Monty Python's Life of Brian.
There you
And
go.
I got it all, my signals all mushed together. So, yeah.
Gonna swap power to the phone because it's there. We go. Good to go.
He's a naughty, naughty boy.
Life of Brian was a good movie too.
Yeah, yeah.
Although, I mean, Search for the Holy Grail was one of my more favorites.
Yeah, I think so. And then they put it at number 10 and this one at number 3.
Nah, I think they need to reverse it. I think the Holy Grail was better, in my opinion, than Life of Brian.
Yeah. And I like their number 1 pick. Don't get me wrong, and we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Hmm.
But it
Where are we
being
at
the
now?
number 3.
Okay, so Life of Brian was number 3.
Yes.
Dang. Okay.
According to timeout.com. So whoever
There's
that person was.
there's no airplane.
It's coming.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I thought I picked the wrong day to quick stiff and glue.
Mhm. No, it's actually number
Yeah,
2.
meaning of life. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good too, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. It's hard though to pick, but I mean, I think I could
Yeah,
have come up with a better list than this, but I didn't have a lot of time. So,
I agree. And
if we're going to come up with our own, I need to search for the top tens earlier in the week, and then
yep,
I'll send it to you
there
and
you go.
let you put your input, and I can put my input, and then we can
Yep,
massage it.
there we go. I like it.
Yeah,
We'll massage the list just a little bit to suit us.
that's right.
I'm full in agreement with that.
All right, but we have to. I mean, the lists are random. I mean, I have to come up with something different every week. So,
Hey, Lori's in chat now.
oh yeah, she's been here.
Okay. The man with two brains. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot. Yeah, there we go. Got it.
Brisket is good, but I'm still a pulled pork guy myself.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
favorite is that Boston butt to
Yep.
do that pulled pork with and all that. Just because they have a good
Bone
fat to
in.
meat content, and it just man, it falls apart when you cook it right.
Yep. And
Slow
that's
cook
that's
it.
how I test it. I reach a hold and go like it's right
Yep,
here, and if it goes squish, oh, it's done.
yep.
Or if you can
And
go actually, open it if it's still open on the pit and you grab hold of the bone and you pull the bone right out, yeah,
Yep.
it's done.
It's done. It'll fall apart.
I agree, Jerry. And Fair Plane's number two.
hmm Well, like I
I'm on
said
the
about number one, it's not my list. I mean, I like the movie, but I wouldn't have put it at number one.
gotcha. All right, we're gonna have to revise the list coming
We
up
are.
then.
We're going to have to really, or I might have to pick a better site than timeout.com. I mean, I just pick random stuff.
Well, that's possible too. I did enjoy the disc golf one that we did a while back.
Oh, yeah. Now, I will tell you what's pathetic about this list is I pulled the top 10 and they had the top 100 funniest movies of all time.
Oh dang!
So I never even looked past 10. I just
Oh,
went to 10 and started and worked my way to one because they
okay.
had a top 100. So I don't know where all of the other stuff ranked or why, but there it is.
Yep. I definitely would have added in, Blazing Saddles, because just because that one had it was that was a phenomenal movie. It was so awesome. And then I would have added in Young Frankenstein,
Mhm.
with Gene Wilder and stuff. That was
See, now
stupid funny.
Jules needs to come over when we do the pork butt, and then she can do the baked beans after.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. Love me some baked beans.
Oh, I love, especially Boston
And
bake.
if you toss them on the pit too, start them off in a big old pan in the oven or whatever, and then put them on the pit. Get a little of that smoke flavoring on there. Throw some
hmm
bacon on top of it. Oh man,
Yeah,
you
we
talking
used to
good
do with
eating?
the Dutch oven, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and we would hang it over the coal, or you could, if it had the little legs on it, you could just spread the coals out, and just set it right down on there, and boil the
Yeah.
beans and all that. And you didn't
Oh
have the
yeah.
lid on when you're doing all this stuff, so the smoke's getting kind of over in there and all that.
Yep.
And then we would, get it going. What's up, Angie? And then we
Hey
would
Angie.
mix all that up, and then we'd put the lid on it, and then let it, and then we would put, sometimes, push the coals all up around it
Mm-hmm.
and all. But we've also had where you bake biscuits in a Dutch oven, where you put the
Yep.
coals up on top of it and everything.
Yep.
And
Around the top of it.
oh yeah, man,
Heck yeah. People don't understand how to cook like that anymore.
yeah,
It's becoming a lost art. Kind of like blacksmithing and stuff like that. It's becoming one of those lost arts. That very few people know how to do it anymore. I know how to do it, but
yeah.
I'm
All right, well,
becoming an old guy now. So
yeah. Well, I'm going to share this screen a tad bit early because we always run it up close to time. And we'll just go ahead and
exactly,
get this
Jerry.
over. Good luck,
And
everybody. This is worth 15 entries to the quarterly drawing. Come on, Tater Dom. Where are you?
exactly, Jerry.
Alex
Silky
Bruyere. There we
Steve.
go.
Nice. Moose 1-1.
Yeah, I've been seeing Tater Dom's name fly by on. I was
No, you're
trying to
not late, Angie. You're good. Definitely spend
now.
some time with your mama. Always spend time with mama.
Oh yeah,
That, that
always.
that's number one. Spend time with mama.
Now, if y'all don't know, the movie officially has an exclamation mark in it. So make sure you don't miss that. It's
Okay.
airplane exclamation mark.
Oh, oh, that's a great movie. So many one-liners in that movie. Oh my God,
Yeah,
love
the
that one.
drinking problem and
What's your
all that.
vector, Victor?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many one-liners in that one. Except
Fulton, it has
think
an
the wrong bed,
exclamation
quit
mark
sniffing
at the end.
glue. That's one of my favorites.
At least Fulton won already.
Mm-hmm.
Autopilot, lucky guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Mm,
there's just too many one-liners in that movie.
yeah.
That's great. What was it? I think it was the Zucker brothers that wrote that, right?
I don't remember him.
Man,
I do remember that line. He goes, "No, I do not," and stop calling me Shirley.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
there's just
wow. That was just if you sit around and get drunk together. Well, nowadays you get high together, uh, but because you only have a smaller window with alcohol. But if you sit around and start coming up with this stuff, man, you can come up with some crazy stuff, especially playing off each other. Man,
yeah, yeah, and Naked Gun too. Yeah,
oh
that was great
yeah,
too.
oh I love when he got out there and he was the umpire. What was that, Naked Gun 2.5 or whatever, where
Yeah,
he
I
was
think
down
so.
there and he was looking around and he goes like that, like called a strike and everybody's like cheering and everything. And then after a while he's moonwalking and like
Yeah,
yo, Super Troopers. Oh my God.
yeah. Oh yeah, Super Troopers.
Y'all know how fast meow going?
Yeah, they, they, they started coming up with some pretty good stuff too. Lay her down, smack 'em, yak 'em.
He said, if somebody says shenanigans one more time, I'm going to pistol whip them. And then that dude walked in and goes, hey, man, where's that place we go eat? Blah, blah, blah. He said, oh, you talking about shenanigans? And they held their guns
Oh,
out going, oh.
yeah. Unlike an airplane where the person on the plane is freaking out and everybody's
Yeah,
filing by, smacking them down and everything else, and the nuns
yeah,
are in the line and stuff. It's like, oh, dang. Oh, it's
yeah,
so much
naked
fun.
gun. Yeah, yeah. Now,
Oh yeah,
Police Academy, that's old. The big draw there
yeah,
was that dude that could make all the sounds and everything, and
yeah,
that
yeah. He
type of
was funny
stuff.
as all get out.
Yeah,
Love that guy.
I'd like a
Got
liter
later.
of cola. Yeah. Mm.
Hmm,
I used to
like the
watch
old
movies
Nats.
back in the day.
I watched movies back then. You know,
Hmm.
like when Airplane was coming out and Blazing Saddles and some of that kind of stuff. That's when I was actually watching some movies.
Oh
And then
yeah,
like
Caddyshack.
oh yeah, Caddyshack was an awesome movie.
It's your baby Ruth.
It's your baby Ruth.
There's a
Mongo.
turd in the pool.
Mongo. Candygram for Mongo. Oh, way too many one-liners in that movie. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. And now Blazing Saddles nowadays, there'd be so many people that would just be like up in our arms about, oh, well that's just rude and that's prejudice against this person and that person. They were prejudiced against everybody. They didn't play. Everybody got included in. Or like, we're gonna nail you. We're gonna nail
Hmm.
those people. We're gonna nail these people. We're gonna nail everybody. Everybody gets included in. They didn't play. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, old school.
Yep, old school stuff. It was so funny. And same thing kind of with Young Frankenstein and
I
all
think he
that
was
stuff
talking
back
about
in
the
the day
movie,
too.
old school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mel Brooks, he was funny as all. Yeah,
yeah.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, man, those
Hmm.
guys.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
one of the funniest ones. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't feel my leg." And it was his leg.
yeah, it's not your leg. Yep, that's
Oh,
some great stuff, man. The
all
bad
right.
thing
Well,
is, we just can't get away with a lot of that stuff nowadays because
nope.
of everybody gets butthurt about stuff. Come on, get over it. It's
Oh,
meant
back
to
to
be funny. You know, we're not poking fun just at you. You know, we're
back to.
poking fun at everybody.
All right, airplane. Good luck, everybody. Here we go.
All right,
This is worth 15 entries to the quarterly
15.
drawing. Cool running. There we go.
Nice.
And now the next one.
It's 420.
I'll give you a hint before I post it.
Okay.
It goes to 11.
I know what this is. Oh, dang. It's a metal. It's a dang. What the heck is it? Can't think of it.
Oh, you'll know it as soon as you see it. It goes to 11.
Yeah, you talking about the amp?
This is Spinal
Spinal
Tap.
Tap.
Yeah.
There it is.
And the movie's called This Is Spinal Tap. So,
Okay. Yeah,
and this is
that's
worth
it.
20 entries. Now, like I said, I thought I liked the movie. I thought it was good, but I wouldn't have put it at number one.
No, no.
I
Personally,
don't even know if it would have made my top 10.
I would put it in the top 10, but
Maybe.
I
I
would put it
mean,
at
but
number one.
we would have to like brainstorm a bunch of stuff together. Like if you and I were coming up with a list and we
Okay.
weren't just massaging a list and we said, okay, number one, and you can Google, you can do everything while we're putting the list together. I guarantee you there would be probably 12 movies you would put ahead of this one
Yes.
that we
Yeah.
probably
Spinal
can't
Tap.
think of right off the hand, but
Airplane would have been up there. Blazing Saddles would have been
yeah.
close to number one, if not number one for me. And then, like Young Frankenstein, um, definitely Monty Python. Search for the Holy
now,
Grail.
now
That's right up there too.
if we took, and let's say you and I were going to put together a top 10 list and we
Okay.
agreed on, say, 25 things. And then we go through and on a scale of 1 to 10, and you can use 0.5s in there as well.
Okay.
Rank, give blindly. You vote, I vote, and we come up with our score. And then we put the scores together and see which ones score the highest. And if there's a tie, we will just call, one of them 1 and one of them 2 or something, or one of them 3 and one of them 4.
There you go.
But yeah, if we did it that way, but that's a lot of work, and this is not supposed to be a lot of work.
Well, but still, I would like to tweak it just a little bit.
But I could put colors of the rainbow in here for the top 10. People aren't doing it. I mean, they're just entering the hashtags to get.
I
They'll put.
know, but
I could
still,
put gerbils in
we Jimmy, The Exorcist. Oh my God, I remember that stuff back when I was a kid. Oh my
there.
God, I was scarred for life from that one. Oh God, I, there was a Damien. I met a kid named Damien way back in the day, and oh my God, that kid seriously could have been in that movie. He was off.
The
He
little
was
goth
way off. A little kid. I mean, he was a young kid, and I was a young kid at the day, back then too, when I met this little kid, and I'm like, that kid's a little demon. He is wrong. He is so, he gone. He gone.
Oh yeah,
Scary.
the Omen.
Yeah, that was. Oh,
Yeah,
he,
it's been so long since I've seen those movies. But what's that one they have now? They tried to kind of recreate it, but the gosh, they had a female character in it. I forget it now. I don't know.
mm.
The Orphan.
Ludicrous
That's what it was.
Trees.
The Orphan.
Oh, okay.
The Orphan is kind of down that same path as the Omen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think The Exorcist was, just one of those when it first released way back in the day. It was just like one of those movies where like, oh, you're not supposed to watch that as a kid and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch it, and you do, and you're like, oh, I shouldn't have watched it.
Oh, I have a top. I have one. I have a top 10 list for next week
Okay,
for you and I to collaborate on.
perfect.
Top 10 muscle cars from
Oh,
the 50s, 60s, 70s.
69 goat.
There you go.
That's gotta be
Well,
up in there for show.
got to be up in there, but we'll come up with our list, and
Nice,
we'll put some cars in the background on that thumbnail next time,
excellent.
and it'll be my number one pick.
Yeah, I love me an old goat. I mean, those are a badass little old car. GTO.
Yeah. Now,
Yep.
yeah, 50, 60, 70s. Because I think in the 80s, things kind of got wonky.
Well, the 56 Chevy. Those are
Oh,
cool.
no, yeah. No, there was some straights and growlers back in the day now.
Oh yeah.
All right, are we ready
And there
to
was a
do this?
bunch of good stuff in the 80s.
We have 18 entries on the wheel. Good luck, everybody. See, you left out a few greats of the 80s. Well, yeah, but we have to like come up with the the category, and if we make it too broad, then and
Ben, we're
maybe
not
the
talking
next
about your
time
old Pinto.
we'll do the best ones from a different era. Sugar Kitty, that is I'm going to put a plus 20 up here. So Sugar Kitty, you are getting your plus
Oh,
20, but I'm also going to draw again because that's your third win.
oh, Ben's got a Monte Carlo SS. Okay.
Hmm.
That's a fun little old car, but
Angie. Angie.
nice. Angie
Fluid.
120. That's perfect.
All right. We got it. And that is the show. That is all of the entries.
Yes,
Cones.
sir.
We've got all the put me ins. We've got all of the giveaways done. Yeah. Now, and we may do like an 80s, 90s, or we may just make a one just the 80s.
Okay.
And then, or maybe 80s, 90s, and
Well,
then
the A's
do
are a little A's are a little fuzzy.
a little
90s are
fuzzy. That's,
a little better.
yeah. But then we'll do 2000 to present.
Okay.
Yeah, on another one. And
Sounds good to
I'm
me.
not talking about like Ferraris and exotic stuff. I'm talking about,
Yeah.
you know,
Old school. Muscle car.
well, I mean, they don't, well, yeah, because they make the Dodges and stuff now with the highest horsepowers, and
Mm,
they still make the Mustangs that, with the good horsepower and all that. It doesn't have to be a McLaren or
yeah.
I mean, my wife's freaking Durango out there will haul what talks,
Oh,
but we
heck.
got
I
it
got the
not for the
old
speed.
I got the turbo Mercedes in the garage. Come on.
Yeah. Well, we got
I've
that
had
one.
that thing up to 120. Come on.
Yeah, we got that to pull that camper. I mean, that was why we got it, and it's got a lot of
Ooh.
juice. Yeah, that
Hmm.
428 Cobra is freaking nice.
There you go. That ain't
I
playing.
always, when I almost bought a Mustang one time, and I backed out, and I bought a Lexus because I don't know
Oh.
why, because I was trying to be responsible. Anyway, but I was going to get a Mach 3 or
Oh,
a
there you
Mach
go.
1. Is that what it was? Mach 1?
Mach
Yeah,
1.
that's what it was with the
The old
stripes down it.
fastback. Yep.
Yeah,
The
and
old fastback Mustang.
I know it doesn't have the horsepower of the, but I just like
Yeah.
the way it looked. I like the way and it still growled. I mean, it was,
Oh, sure.
you
It's
know,
an old school muscle car.
yeah. But I sure did like the way that dash lit up in that Lexus. It looked like a cockpit in there. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
It's a dang old Lexus.
Yeah, it would run. Well, it would get. It was more like meow instead of boom.
Yeah. It don't have the same growl as the old school stuff
No, no,
does.
no. Yeah, it'd get up and go though. It would do that. All right, folks, it's 8:29. We are running out of time. Appreciate everybody joining tonight. I hope everybody had a good time.
Yep.
Peace and
Peace, love, and bourbon, y'all.
peace, love, and bourbon.